CHE, or Center for Human Evolution, you'll find it. It's going to be, oh gosh, Horsham Friends meeting. I don't think it's Pat, I think it's Horsham Friends meeting.
You're right, Horsham. It's right
Horsham
on
Friends
611.
Meeting House, yes.
Right on Meeting House Road at 611 is the address.
Correct. And you can also experience different healing modalities. There are a lot of people that are in this community and locally that'll be presenting. You'll have an opportunity to have mini healing sessions as well as some full healing sessions of the different modalities. Yeah, that's right.
And when is
From
it?
10 to 6 on Saturday, this Saturday. 14th.
Is there like a rain date? When is it supposed to be that?
I know. I think they're talking about maybe flurries or a little bit of precipitation. I don't hear
I
much.
think whatever's supposed to come is supposed to come much later in the afternoon. Because we can't trust the weather people. They don't.
Yeah, they said the last one was a dusting, and we saw it.
They missed the other.
States.
Russia, they put this, you know.
Any other?
I'm going to do weather report tonight, sorry. That's a different channel. That's the weather channel. This is the metaphysical channel, Okay. Let's see, maybe there will be one. All right, I think we're ready.
Okay, well, let me let you know what's going to happen this evening. I'm going to introduce our panelists, and then we're going to do a 20-minute channeling. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back for some Q&A, and then some energy work at the end before we go to the evening. So that's the way it's going to go. So let me start with Amy. Amy Gialuco has a Bachelor in Arts in Philosophy and numerous certifications in bodywork and metaphysical studies. She's also a certified Reiki 3 practitioner, massage therapist, and spiritual medium and trance channel. Amy founded the Ascordia Center of Light in 1986 and offered her many services there for over 16 years. She's presently the director of New Hope Metaphysical Society and has been engaged in its development for the past 15 years. Amy is currently working on the sacred site research in Naples, Florida, and she's also translating her channeling and sacred site research into books and publications. Amy has always felt herself to be from another world or dimension. Those of us who know her, that's true. Since 1986, Amy has made contact with the angelic realm, connecting with energies of the seraphic, how do you say that? Seraphic angel, Ascordia and Astoriel, and has been channeling their inspirational messages and healing energies ever since. She considers herself a spiritual go-between, relaying messages from the higher spiritual realms to the community at large. For over 25 years, Amy has offered her considerable gifts to the public as a spiritual channel, psychic consultant, spiritual counselor, and metaphysical teacher. Amy is presently available to serve you as a spiritual counselor and metaphysical teacher and can be contacted through her website, ascordia.com. Wow.
Yeah,
Our next panelist is Gary Schoenberg. Gary is a licensed psychologist and Reiki 3 practitioner and has been working full-time in the community mental health field since 1983. He's also, as he said, president of the church council here at Pebble Church. Gary is a medium for spirit and has been channeling the wisdom teachings of Baba and Jesus Sananda since 1994. Baba represents the guru vibration, which brings total and complete embracement of the self in all aspects of one's heart. This includes the light and the shadow elements of self. Baba's message will be one of deep connection and healing to help assist with clearing that which creates barriers to experiencing one's purest essence and self-love. Jesus Sananda represents the personality of Jesus as it has evolved into that of an ascended master or enlightened one. A session with Baba or Jesus Sananda consists of 3 parts: a spiritual discourse, a question and answer session, and an energetic exchange, all of which we'll experience this evening. The channeling of Baba and Jesus Sananda offers one a sense of upliftment, hope, and the pure energy of unconditional love. And our third panelist is Harmony, who has been a guest here before. Harmony combines a BS degree in human development from Syracuse University with 15 years of extensive study in personal and spiritual growth as the foundation for integrating spirituality into her business. She is certified in intuitive development, spiritual self-mastery, and meditation visualization from the Life Mastery Institute. She is also an integrated energy therapy and Reiki master practitioner, as well as a rising star practitioner. Presently working in Newtown, Pennsylvania, Harmony works as a healer, guide, divine messenger, and coach. Her gift as a healer and a coach is in teaching her clients how to connect, trust, and build their own unique relationship with the divine. Harmony's gifts as a divine messenger are evident as a clear and high vibrational channel for the energies of the central sun of oneness, an ever-changing collective of cosmic light beings that bathe us in the warm, golden energies of infinite love and possibilities. As an award-winning and inspiring speaker, Harmony has offered lectures, programs, and channeling events at the New Hope Metaphysical Society, Bucks County Day for All Women, Noetic Friends, Circle of Miracles, and Pebble Hill Church, among others. Harmony is currently developing a powerful online course entitled How to Play Big in a World That Has Kept You Small, which is expected to launch in the spring of 2014. This will be a multimodal course for people who have a calling to turn their dreams into revolutionary new businesses that can change the way we live and be. Harmony's website is livinglifeinharmony.com. So, would you all help me welcome our panelists? Okay, we're going to start with Amy, and I'm going to take time and let you know if you want to chime
I just want to say a few words as Amy. Thanks for coming. I do have a bit of a cold tonight, so you'll have to bear with me if I do sound deeper than usual. And it'll take me a few minutes to go into trance to allow for, I believe it will be Ascordia speaking this evening. She may even lead us in a meditation. I'm getting that feeling. So, all right, so I will just give myself a few to go into trance. And all of you can just close your eyes also if you want to, and just get into that kind of a state where you're relaxed and at ease, and you're tuning into the general energies here of spirit. We all tune into our own guides and masters as they all assemble here to encourage this event to occur for everyone here. And good evening to all of you. This is now Ascordia speaking in the flesh, and it is so good to be here with all of you human beings at this time. If you did not know who I am, I will again repeat the obvious, that I am a spiritual being, temporarily housed in this human framework, as you are all spiritual beings, also temporarily housed in your own physical frameworks. I am, however, what you would call an angel or celestial being, one who lives or abides by in an abode that what you would call heaven or the heavenly realms. I am what you call a seraphic angel, an angel from the seraphic level of angels, if you will. That means to say that I am a teacher angel. I am a teacher of angels and human beings. And I have come through Amy for many years to offer my counsel, my advice, my perspective, if you will, about what's going on in the world, what the heck or heaven is going on in the world, as many of you would say, and what part do we play in this vast drama that we see is taking place in the world today and yesterday and the days before and the days ahead. And we at the angelic realm are here to give you the bigger perspective, a wider lens, if you will, to perceive then the events that are occurring, not only on the planet, but within your own little world as well. For as above, so below, as within, as without, so that everything is in reference to everything else, if you will, so that what happens to you in your life also is happening to people on the other side of the world in other circumstances that are similar to yours. And so we'd like to show you those patterns, to show you those tendencies that are occurring within your life and other people's lives as well. And we would say that now is a time of great tumult, a great time of topsy-turviness, if you will, of things changing, of things morphing as things progress and move into what we would call the higher frequencies, into the higher energies that are being sent routinely now to the planet from the other spiritual realms, such as the celestial realm, such as the higher ET realms, such as the ascended master realms, and so on. And so what we're saying then is that there's a concerted effort on the part of the spiritual dimensions to allow the earth to be bathed once again in the glorious energies of love and light that are often dismissed by the conventional mind as non-existent, that they do not feel or know or sense that there is a greater and glorious reality that you are constantly engaged within and without all the time. For this greater spiritual reality is your birthright, is your heritage, is from where you came and from where you will go. You have come from the spiritual dimensions, have you not? And you are temporarily housed here in the third dimension. And when you die, or shall we say just let go, of the physical body, you return back to your spiritual worlds, to the spiritual home, if you will. And so we say home is where the heart is, home is also where the spirit is, home is where your heart, mind, and spirit want to go to. And so we say that all of you go to home every night when you dream. Every night when you take your respite from the daily cares and woes or the daily joys and fulfillments of your activities of the day, to take a respite, to allow your body to rest, to regenerate, to re-energize, and to reinvigorate itself for the next day's encounters. And so while your body is at rest, your mind and your heart and your soul travel back to the dimensions from which you came, back to your soul family, if you will, back to your mentors and guides, if you will, back to even the angels and ascended masters, if you will. Why I say this tonight is because it felt to me that all of you may have needed to hear these words to be assured then that you do have a connection to spirit, that you do all have a connection to the spiritual realms, that you all routinely make that connection in the dream state. And so as was said tonight, that your dreams are an opportunity for you to understand yourselves better, to understand your spiritual connection. I encourage you then also to begin to understand your dreams as one way, as one avenue for understanding your connection to your spiritual heritage or birthright. We of the angelic realm are here to also encourage you to make connection, not only with your spirit, but with your heart. To make connection then to your sense of love, your sense of compassion, your sense of empathy, your sense of need for connection, your sense of need for community, and so on and so forth. And we encourage you to do this in many ways. And as I had said in the past, the angels encourage you to open your heart more and more then to these energies of love that constantly are bombarding or bathing you in their frequencies, if you will. And so we say one way to connect is just to connect to the physical heart by placing your hands across your heart and meditating on first the sound of the heart, and then to meditate then on the visualization of the heart chakra, the energy center or circuit that connects to the physical heart, and then connect to the essence of the heart chakra, which is almost like a being in itself. And so I'm going to suggest that we do this in a moment, that we need just to take a little break from the daily cares and woes of the day to connect to the heart. For the heart is and will be the main center, shall we say, of activity in the future, that everyone's heart will need to open and expand and to embrace the greater and higher frequencies of love and light that will be bathing the planet from yesterday and today and to tomorrow and for many years to come, as it is going, as the earth itself is going through its own cycle of great awakening, of ascension, if you will, if you understand that term, of moving into higher dimensional love, light frequencies, if you will, or if you understand that term. And so it's important for the heart to be ready to receive these energies. It's important for the heart to be open and expanded to receive these energies. It's important for the heart to feel safe to receive these energies. And so it is our quest and it is our purpose then to make your expansion experience safe and fun and enjoyable. For we of the angelic realm like to be safe, like to be fun, and like to be enjoyable all the time. We have a great sense of fun, of making fun, of joking, of punning, of partying, and so on. And so you might want to, again, connect to the angels in that way, to understand that we do not take things so seriously, that we take things lightly, so to speak, that we are light energy, so to speak. And so that is how we wish for you to see us also. So imagine first, before we go into the meditation, that your spiritual family is here with you, that your guides, for example, are always with you, and that your guardian angel is here with you. For all of you have a spiritual family that continue to monitor, to counsel, to advise you, to connect with you, if not in the dream state, then in the meditational state, and in other states of mind where they can make themselves felt or seen or heard. And so I'm just going to ask that you feel or see or hear now your spiritual family here in this room. Imagine now that there is a band of light in the back that represents all of your spiritual family who have come connected to you to this evening, for they are encouraging you to be here in community, to share in your heart and spirit and mind in this season of sharing and caring. And so just imagine also that your guardian angel is right next to you, or right on top of you, if you will, surrounding you in his or her wings, if you will. Just imagine that you're being sitting on the lap, if you will, of your guardian angel. For they like to have you imagine them very much like Santa Claus having children sitting on their lap. Your guardian angel is your personal Santa Claus. And he and she is always there to give you the gifts of the heart, the gifts of encouragement, the gifts of goodwill. And so imagine you, all of you now sitting on your guardian angel's laps, and they're holding you tight and just sending you this warm, wonderful energy that allows you to feel loved and cared for, loved and cared for, loved and cared for. And so first part of the meditation is just this visualization, just to sit quietly for the moment and just imagine feeling the love and the care of your guardian angel. For it is a fact, it is not a mystery, it is the truth, it is not a falsehood, that we do exist, that the angels exist, that your guardian angel exists, that your guides do exist. And so even though you can't see them, you can sense them or even feel them. And for those of you lucky enough who can see them, you know them to be true. Foresee or sense or know now that you are connected to your guardian angel and that they are holding you in their wings and in their arms and sending you a beautiful light of energy of love to your heart. And so feel or sense or know that your heart is feeling this love that is being sent to you. It can be in the form of a pink light or a gold light or a combination of lights, whatever comes to mind. And so I'll be quiet for the moment as you begin to visualize this connection. And know that your guardian angel is now connecting with you. Whether you see it or feel it or not, it is now connected. I am seeing the connections here now in the room, and so I can guarantee you that you are in connection with your guardian angel. And I also want you to know that your guides are all with you in the room, and I've asked them to kind of create a circle of light around the entire room, so that you can imagine or see or know that there's a ring of light around the perimeter of this room that represents all of your guides together, holding the energy holding the focus, to uphold you and to inspire you, to stay in the light, stay in balance, stay in a state of grace and joy for this season, especially this season of joy, as we call it. And imagine that your guides and your angels are making a sound, making the holy sound of Om, Om, Om. And I'm just going to repeat the Om for a few minutes, just to allow you to sense that feeling that they are all in union and communion, sounding the sense of Om, Om. And you can join me if you wish. Om. I'm going to raise the tonality a little bit. And just breathe in those energies and frequencies. Taking a couple deep breaths now. Breathe in. And then breathe out. breathe in and breathe out. This time, hold the breath a little bit longer. Breathe in, hold the breath, and then breathe out. And just resume, if you can, normal breathing, or perhaps we'll be going into a deeper breathing. And just feel the energies as they've shifted in the room slightly, as we're clearing some of the energies in the room, balancing and harmonizing the energies in the room. Imagine now that the angels above are ascending in the beautiful celestial lights of gold, turquoise, in my case, pink, hot pink, if you will, into the room, feeling these energies as if they're like glitter or like confetti, and just imagine this glitter and this confetti falling into the room. Very much like your New Year's Eve, when the confetti is thrown around. It's very reminiscent, actually, of what energy is being sent to the planet at that time. So imagine this glittering, beautiful, golden, turquoise, pink confetti energy just floating down into the room and merging with your energy fields, kind of just gets absorbed instantly into your energy field. Especially feel the gold coming down into your crown chakra, and going through the rest of the chakras. And then coming back into the heart chakra. And at this point, I want you to put your hands across your chest, as I mentioned before, because you're going to just feel the heart chakra a little bit more. And feel the gold, if you can. Feel the gold swirling around in your chest. It's a very warm, beautiful energy. Very clearing, healing. And sense or feel or know that your heart is slowing down and beating more rhythmically, more quietly, more steadily. As you feel your heartbeat, know also that it is always your friend, always there, always beating, 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 beating. Keeping a steady rhythm to the movements of your body and all of you together in harmony, beating, 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 as one unified rhythm. Your heart creates this rhythm that keeps your whole being in harmony, in balance, beating, beating, beating. So feel your heart beating, 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 the dance and the rhythm of the heart that maintains the balance and the beauty of your being, beating, beating, beating. And just keep your hands in your heart for a few more minutes, feeling that energy of gold and light in the rhythm of your heart. And as you do so, it should calm you down and center you as you become attuned to this frequency and energy of the heart and of the celestial realm. And how many more minutes do we have? Okay. And so I'll end this mini lecture with your just holding on to my words and to my thoughts and to your heart. And we thank you very much for this opportunity to speak this evening. And good evening.
Greetings, friends. This is Sananda coming through this evening. And the energy of the angelic realm is of a vibration to attune us to the frequency of that which is of the holiest realm, so that as beings on this planet Earth, each of you can really fully live in mastery of your mission. My template, as being known as Yeshua ben Joseph, who walked this earth 2,000 years ago, was to present a template for what is a paradigm of forgiveness. And this message that came forth through this being was the awakening of mankind. And the words that were echoed and reverberated throughout the millennium, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do, was to reverberate a template of the heart, to be present in our hearts, no matter what adversity life brings us. And through the ages, there has been this reenactment of this paradigm of what we call persecution, of what we call adversity, of what we call the triumph of spirit, the triumphant spirit. And all of you know this very well, for you have lived this in your lives. Many of you have been there. We have been there together. Many of you have memories, fond memories, recollections of those times of joy, delight, being part of the Essenes, being part of the tribe, so to speak, a sense of jubilation. And much of that was reenacted in the 60s, during the 60s revolution. And yet, that was quickly taken away and removed during the assassination of the Kennedys, JFK, RFK, Martin Luther King. The despair and the sense of loss that many of you felt during the 60s, during those times, whether you were present in body or spirit, or you knew about it through the collective consciousness, reverberated like a shot to your heart, to the heart chakra. And yet this reverberation of joy and ecstasy being pulled down, the sense of loss of that, for many people was devastating. And so I'm here to remind you that that loss is not a permanent loss, and that there is within each of you this spirit of